beach that sings. 喂，你好。
Hi, hello. Is this Zoe?
Yes. Hi, Mr. Cousins.
Yes, this is Robert. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Great. I'm just want to say I'm so excited and thank you so much for choosing me to be kind of part of the next interview in China Hotel magazine. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, yes. No, thank you. No, I know you've been really busy and and you squeezed some time for this interview, and I thank you for that. Really.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So I've taken a look and hopefully I think that your questions are actually quite nice. Some are quite kind of personal questions, which is good. So it's nothing that I really need to practice. I maybe give you some great honest feedback, and hopefully it will help put together a nice, charming piece. Okay.
Okay, of course. Yeah, I'm glad that you find those questions fine. You find that those questions are okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah, it was really nice to talk to. I mean, well, still on the phone.
So and so you're okay. I guess you would record everything on your side, and then we would have a chance maybe to do one quick review before the magazine is published. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Okay. So, shall we just begin?
Yeah, for sure. Let's begin.
Okay, no problem. So, Mr. Cousins, you've worked in 5 hotels so far, right? The Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise, Fairmont Hotel Vancouver, the Fairmont Kinlani Maui, and in China, Peace Hotel and the Raffles Hainan, right?
That's right.
So, which one impresses you the most? Could you please share something impressive with us?
Absolutely. I think if some of the readers may see my answer, they may look at that list of hotels and also recognize that each one of these properties that I have been honored to work for are all extremely special. And to be honest, it's a very difficult question to answer and say which one of these are truly the best. But I do have a favorite. Going back to my first hotel, the Chateau Lake Louise, it's such an iconic, hotel that was built along the Canadian Railroad and probably the most beautiful scenery in the entire world. The Fairmont Hotel Vancouver is the iconic historical hotel of the entire city, so there's so many stories to come from there. Kealani is a beautiful resort on the beach and on Maui in Hawaii, and it's an unbeatable location. And then, of course, the Fairmont Peace Hotel, which is quite frankly the most famous, most special, hotel to the hearts of the Chinese of the entire country. So they all have special stories, and they're all very unique and very iconic, which was always part of the Fairmont and Raffles brand. But of course, I will have to say that my favorite hotel is Raffles Hainan. It is the most special to me because it's my opportunity to work with such a luxury high-end brand as Raffles and be able to manage a hotel that has such a high quality in the building and in the location. In particular, this hotel is so special because the rooms and suites are so large in space and comfort that it sets us apart from the rest of the market here in Sanya. And the other particular thing is the gardens and the outdoor areas and the spaces of this property are so expansive and so beautiful. And finally, the beach that we have at this hotel is without a doubt the best beach that I have ever seen. It's certainly the most beautiful beach in Sanya.
Yeah.
And as a general manager that's also worked in Hawaii, in Maui, I think I have a good understanding of beautiful beaches, and Clearwater Bay is by no means the best beach that I have been able to work with. So.
Yeah, I heard that the beach in Clearwater Bay has been named as the beach that sings.
That's right, and it's because the sand on the beach is so fine and so pure and soft that people will say when you're walking on the beach at the right time, you might be able to hear the beach singing as your feet touch the sand. So it's quite a unique distinction for us.
Yeah, I have to say that I'm intoxicated by the beauty of Sanya, and especially the beach in Clearwater Bay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think a lot of people may not appreciate unless they come and see Sanya and see Ling Shui and see Clearwater Bay. They may not believe you when you tell them how truly beautiful the beach is. So I always encourage people, they must come down and see us. They must come to stay at the Raffles, because to really feel it, you have to see it with yourself and touch the sand with your feet.
Yes, I mean, when I was browsing the materials on the internet, I said to myself that I have to go to Hainan and see it for myself.
Yes, well, you must come down. You must let me and Wonder know. We'll be happy to have you here and take good care of you.
Oh, really? That would be really nice. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So this is also why you ended up settling in Hainan Raffles, no?
Yeah, I think when you look at the reasons for me to be down here, I think obviously it's for me it was a great honor, honestly, to have my leaders at the time when I was at Fairmont Peace Hotel look at a property like this and offer me an opportunity to take over my first general manager position at such a great brand and such a beautiful place. It's for me, it's always going to have a special place in my heart and have special meaning to me, because I sometimes still cannot believe that I feel so lucky that I was given the opportunity to come down here and lead the team.
Well, there is a little question that, because you come from Canada, right?
That's right.
And that was kind of a cold place compared to Hainan, which is a place located in tropical
That's right.
area.
Yeah, so I think you probably imagine that sometimes there's a few Canadians that like to are motivated by spending more time in tropical warm environments, and we like to enjoy avoiding the snowy and freezing cold weather. So yeah, that was always a nice little motivation for me to be able to enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the ocean and the sand and the garden of the hotel, and so that was a great opportunity for me.
So you like the climate and all the environments in Hainan?
Absolutely.
Although it's quite different with Canada.
Yeah, definitely. There's still always a small part that you miss the seasons of home when you're in Canada. You always enjoy as well having a little bit of everything every year. You can experience a beautiful summer to a very beautiful white snowy winter. But many Canadians will tell you that the time spent in the winter is only fun for a little bit of time. After that, you want to be back in beautiful, sunny, warm weather for sure.
Yeah, so maybe sometimes if you miss a snowy winter, you can go back to Canada for a beautiful vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Just go back for a week or two and then enjoy it, and then come back to a beautiful beach. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. So here's the second question. So why did you choose to continue your hotel career in China? I mean, and that must be a significant turning point. So what does it mean to your career in hospitality?
Yeah, for sure. It was clearly the most significant turning point, not just for my career, but for my personal life as well. When the opportunity to move to China was presented to me again by my leaders, who believed that I would have a good fit to move out to China from Maui, I was very flattered and I was very excited. I was also very nervous. I knew at that time not a whole lot about China, and but at the same time, my spirit And the way I am is I'm always very excited by adventure and sometimes the unknown things in this world that I want to go and explore and try new things. And when the opportunity to move for first of all, an iconic hotel like Fairmont Peace Hotel, to be able to live in an international, very beautiful and large city like Shanghai, it was for me a very easy decision to come out. And so I think it was the sense of adventure, the sense of career development, and also the opportunity to work in iconic, famous hotels was a big motivation. And on the other side, I moved to China, and only within the first year or later on, a few months later, I ended up meeting my wife. And so here I am, 5+ years later, and married and a general manager. So clearly it was the right decision.
Well, of course. So your leader introduced a vacancy in China.
Yeah.
And you met your wife in Shanghai.
Yes, that's right.
Wow, this romantic. I love this story.
It's a great story. Yeah, very, very lucky.
Yeah, especially the romantic story. I love that.
Good.
Yeah. So your wife is your wife Chinese?
Yes, my wife is from Guangxi.
Oh, Guangxi. Wow,
yeah.
That's near to Guangdong province.
Yeah, not too far away.
Yeah, I mean she must be a very lucky woman.
I think maybe I'm more lucky, but yeah, we're very happy, and it's been a great life-changing event coming to China. That's for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it certainly is a life-changing event.
Yeah.
So, how many years did you stay in Shanghai Peace Hotel?
Shanghai Peace Hotel was just about 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
Yeah.
Well, so talking about Raffles, under your guidance, Raffles Hainan has made a lot of achievements, including hosting some successful projects about the Lingshui Summit that our company has held. Yeah. And Raffles has also won the Best Luxury Hotel Prize, and you were awarded as one of the best hotel managers. So among all these achievements, which one makes you the most proud?
Well, that's a great question, and it's true. I mean, the hotel has been blessed to receive many awards and many sorts of recognition from great organizations as well, like China Hotel and other things like this. And I think for me, I don't really focus on too many individual type accolades, especially. I don't tend to think too much about things that awards that maybe I have won for myself in other ways, but I'm always thinking about the entire family of this hotel and the whole team. So whenever we receive high recognition awards from great tourism and hospitality entities, I tend to celebrate those a lot more. When we're ever receiving best hotel in China or things like this that the whole team has earned, I think are some of the successes that I really like to celebrate the most and which make me most proud. I think, like you said, there's been many events. The events we've worked on with China Hotel. We've also done near the beginning of my start here, we did an incredible event for CRECC, which was a very big China-wide event down here at the hotel, which involved hospitality professionals from all over. So it was a great opportunity for us to showcase the hotel. We were very proud as well to hold our 3rd anniversary event last year on November 30th with a gathering of our closest friends and family here at the hotel, which was also a great honor to recognize, that opportunity. But I think, it's other things. Obviously, it's important. The hotel is a business, and we're looking, to promote and bring up the awareness of our hotel. But what touches my heart the most is when we receive recognition and awards related to our service quality and the service from our staff. And most recently from the Accor hotels. Just last month, the Raffles Hainan was awarded for worldwide within Accor hotels.
Wow.
A what's called a Sparkle Award, which is an award for the most outstanding guest service story from any hotel in the company. And that means that the Raffles Hainan stood above over 4,000 other hotels as being able to, receive a guest feedback that was the most special that they could find. So I think when we received that award very recently, it really made me feel fantastic, because this is the whole reason we're here. It's what our brand is about: emotional luxury and personalized service. And when we can get an award like that, then I feel great about the service culture of the team, and ultimately that's what's going to drive our business.
Yeah, Sparkle Award.
The Sparkle Award, yeah, it's a fantastic.
Yeah, this sounds extraordinary.
Pardon me?
This sounds extraordinary.
Yeah, it is. It's actually, for us, it's a big deal. We're one hotel out of all of the hotels in the entire company of Accor Hotel that has received the award, and that for our team is very special. So.
Yeah. After it's a world class prize. It's definitely something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, remind me, how many Raffles in China?
Actually, there is only one Raffles. It's our property is right now the only Raffles in China. There will be 2 more Raffles coming up in the next 2 to 3 years, which we have signed, which will be Shenzhen and Suzhou.
Oh, Shenzhen, Suzhou.
Okay,
wow.
But right now, the only Raffles is the Raffles Hainan.
Yeah, that's the only one. Quite pressure.
Yeah, it brings a lot of attention. That's for sure.
Yes. I'm really looking forward to the one open in Shenzhen because it's near to me. It's near Guangzhou, so maybe I can squeeze some time in the future and go to experience life in Raffles. Right?
Yeah, I think that I've seen the plans for some of the design plans for the hotel. It looks like it's going to be really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the Raffles in Shenzhen and Suzhou must be really different from Raffles Hainan. I mean. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Actually, the Raffles brand. There's 11 hotels in the world. We know the Raffles brand comes from Singapore, and we're also excited because this year Raffles is celebrating its 130th anniversary, which is also a big landmark achievement for the brand as one of the oldest brands in the world.
Yeah.
And when you look at the different hotels we have, each hotel is unique in its own way. But each hotel is a kind of representation of the place in which it lives.
Yeah.
It's something. It tells a story, and each one shares a special story about the location, and therefore it's very relevant. And so you can kind of say that sometimes the Raffles will have their own unique identity, but what combines us together is our culture. And our values and the experiences we are creating for our guests.
Yeah, I mean Raffles tends to combine the Raffles culture and the local specialty and make it a whole, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, that's really great.
Thank you.
So on vacation, Ovation Vacations Luxury Vacation Chains 2017 noted that simple is a keyword this year. So does Hainan Ruffles have any specific embodiment about being simple?
Actually, I think simple is as you can see here, is a word that is becoming more and more prevalent in the day-to-day conversation about what the guest experience is now looking for. And we definitely embody this type of approach in our day-to-day. And I think for me, the word simple is defined as, in a way, obviously not complicated, but something that can still touch the guest in a very personal, simple way. We look at our offering, for example. We look at our food and beverage, and we want things to be, simple in the way that the ingredients are local, the food we serve is authentic, the presentation is also classy, but not overdone, not too complicated, so that you can appreciate the ingredients and the flavor of the dish. So I think simplicity has a very large impact on food and beverage, personally, and that's something that we try to focus on here at the hotel. And then also, I think simplicity is something that you can apply as well to the guest experience. I like to speak to my staff a lot. I always love to be in front of my people, teaching and telling stories about experiences so that I can help the staff understand. And I'm always focusing on things that are very, very simple. I'm always focusing on the basics of a beautiful smile, great eye contact, and finding ways to personally engage the guests and how to build a relationship. And for me, I think those are simple human traits. And if we can inspire our staff to recognize how powerful these things are, then that will make us, head and above the rest. And the reason I say that's simple is because these are things that you're taught to do from the day you're born. To treat people with decency, to be polite, to be positive. So I just try and bring a very simple message to our service culture, because I don't think it's complicated. I think it's very straightforward to touch the heart of the guest.
Yeah, I mean the culture of hotel, of hospitality, lies in human-oriented culture. That's the truth. That's the basis. Yeah,
I think you just need to be, simple is, to me is words like genuine. Just be genuine. And be yourself. If you are meant to be in the service industry, that means that you love to help people. And you want to make people happy. And that's as simple as it is. And I want you to be genuine. I want you to be yourself. And I want you to feel happy because you're making other people happy. And that's how simple it is. So this is the kind of way I like to talk with my staff, because I don't want them to think that we're overcomplicating it.
Yeah, when I was browsing the website, I found a lot of tourists that experienced Raffles Hainan. They had really great comments about the hotel.
Yes.
And that really touched my heart, actually. So made me really want to go to Hainan and go to Raffles.
Yeah, I think, for me, we always tell people we're going to train you, we're going to teach you how to do the standards and all of these things. But I just remind everybody that, if there's ever a challenge, just, remember to be happy, remember to smile, remember to put yourself, in the shoes of the guest, so you can understand how they feel, and treat them the way you want to be treated. And this will never fail.
Yeah. This reminds me an experience that at that time, there was a time I lived in W Hotel in Beijing, and when I was making my checkout on the counter, and there was a manager. He walked down to me and he asked me politely asked me about my opinion about the hotel. That asked me whether there are some improvements they can make, and I feel like Wow, I'm kind of surprised, and I feel really happy about that.
Yeah, that's a great that's a great story to share, because also I think a lot of people don't realize how important the last impression of
Yes.
your experiences as opposed to just the first impression. Certainly you want to get people happy right when they arrive at your hotel, but actually when you finish off an experience with a guest and you share with them a genuine, warm care and concern for their experience, and then you finish and leave the hotel with that type of impression, it will actually increase the overall happiness and experience of the whole stay significantly. So the checkout experience is incredibly important.
Yeah, I felt respect and when I walked out of the gate of the hotel, and you feel that was great.
Yeah, fantastic. That's a great.
So, well, Hainan Raffles Hainan is a traditional luxury hotel, right? Can I say that? Raffles is a traditional luxury hotel. Can I say that, or?
Yeah, I think you can say that. Generally, from the design and the landscape of the hotel and things, that we are a luxury property, traditional luxury property.
But nowadays a lot of more and more non-traditional hotels, especially those with strong individuation, they just keep springing up. So where do you think luxury hotels are heading for, and what are their strengths?
Well, I think the answer is almost within the question. I do think that luxury hotels are becoming a lot more boutique. And a lot more bespoke. So you might even think that in some respects the luxury hotels are kind of reverting back to very old traditional methods to be a lot more what will I say boutique style, so that the luxury hotel is more focused on the individual guest, that they have not an overwhelming huge property where the guest is getting lost within it, but more a private, personalized atmosphere and environment. So that's only one element, but I think what hotels and what designers and luxury operators are looking to do as well is to separate and give themselves unique identities through the design of their hotels, of the properties. So you'll find that, going forward, you're going to see some of the most incredible design concepts within hotels. And I think beyond that, hotels are designing themselves also for almost a purpose, so that you have a story to tell. Yeah. So every new property, that's being built, is going to, I think, look at many factors, such as the environment that they're going to be operating in, to other ideas to be able to build that into the design of the hotel. Whether or not you're going to build a hotel that's almost feels like an art gallery when you walk in, and you have beautiful art and sculptures and things like this around your property that also in themselves then tell more stories to the guests. So you have this kind of creativity coming into hotels, because I think at the end of the day, all of these luxury brands that we have in the world, the reality is we are all trying to really achieve the same thing. So to a high level degree, what is it that's really distinguishing a Raffles from a Ritz, or a Ritz from a Peninsula or a Mandarin Oriental or Four Seasons and these brands? We all generally want the same thing for our guests. But beyond the personalized service, the individualization and the ability to anticipate for a guest, you're going to have to now create an environment that is very, very original.
Yes, I mean nowadays storytelling and identity actually it has been really important element in building a hotel.
Absolutely. And I think hotels as well are also another key element is the food and beverage. I think if I were to highlight another point of my answer, the industry is now really taking a much deeper focus on food and beverage concepts in hotels. No longer is it just, okay, open up a hotel with an ADD, a bar, and a feature restaurant. It's now about opening up hotels that become a destination within a destination. How do you open up a great, beautiful luxury property that is going to have a food and beverage offering that all of the people within that city want to go and be a part of, and they want to experience it because it's cutting edge, it's providing a trendy, contemporary experience depending on whatever concept. So I think also food and beverage is always going to continue in the luxury hotels, especially city properties, to be a very, very important element.
Yeah, people can live without food and beverage.
That's right. But you want to do something different. You want to be able to look at the market and say, okay, what is the market missing? How can I differentiate myself in my food and beverage? To create something new that's going to attract and bring the clientele in. So.
Yeah. So much about food and beverage. So, as a successful hoteler with over 20 years hotel managerial experience, could you please share some your most important managerial idea from your perspective?
I think, in terms of, again, my managerial sort of idea in hospitality, again, I would go back to the word simple that you used a little bit earlier to describe my approach, because I firmly believe that nothing in this industry, especially in hotel hospitality, is achieved by an individual. The general manager doesn't do everything on his own. A food and beverage server cannot do everything on their own. So first and foremost, you have to be able to recognize that having yourself surrounded by talented, passionate, and intelligent people are super critical to your success or to anyone's success.
Yeah, teamwork and the talent.
Teamwork and talent. So, first and foremost, it's about, great recruitment, fantastic recognition of talent to begin with, and then, your ability to create a culture that can retain and hold on to excellent people to develop their career and help them become more and more within your hotel. And then finally, for me, my other sense of culture is just about the overall feel of a hotel. I personally feel that as a leader, I need to, first and foremost, earn the trust of my entire team. And
you're a good leader.
I mean, to me, I feel like, for me, I have the first step is my step. As a general manager, my step is to make sure that my team has the tools to do their job. My team has to be recognized for the good things that they do. Okay, my team has to be engaged to be able to share ideas and improve the work environment. And when you have all of that happening and you're creating an environment where people enjoy and feel appreciated, then I only feel that myself as a leader have a right to then say, this is what I expect of you, and this is what we are going to achieve together, and I'm going to hold you accountable to that. So it's all about that kind of formula for me.
Well, your leading and your managerial, perspectives made me believe that Raffles is gonna be better under your guidance.
I hope so.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. I believe so.
Thank you, Zoe.
Well,
good.
I'm kind of interested in how your wife and your romantic story. Could you share a little bit more about how you met. Do you work
Okay.
together?
Yeah, we met about 8 months after I moved to China, and we met basically out at a social sort of restaurant and bar area in Shanghai. Yeah, I just basically took some of my own initiative and approached her, and luckily for me, she could speak English. And we just sort of, I just sort of started having this conversation and found a way to basically chase her for about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 more months, and then finally, you know, I guess I won. And she didn't make it easy. She certainly made sure I did pass every single test I had to pass. But that's it. You know, we just met in a very casual way in Shanghai, and I basically wouldn't leave her alone.
Wow, that's great. You pursued her 6 to 7 months. That's how that's long.
Yeah. That's me. I'm a hard worker. I don't give up.
Yeah, I can tell that.
Yeah.
From your romantic story and from your career, that's great. And so
thank you.
Your wife follow you to Hainan, and
that's right. You know, we've been living together in Shanghai for some time. We officially got married back in 2015. So
when?
2015 in November was when we were officially sort of married. And then so upon moving down to Hainan, she is down here with me, and that's it.
I'm so happy for you guys. So
thank you.
I mean, actually I haven't been to Hainan yet, so this August might be my first time.
Oh, great.
Yeah, to go to attend the CRECC Haikou Summit.
It'll be in Haikou, okay.
Yeah, Hilton Haikou Mainland Hotel.
Okay, well, you never know. I might actually probably have reason to go up there myself as well, so maybe we'll have a chance to say hello. But I mean, if you're going to be in Haikou and you can still make a trip down to for an extra night or something like this and come down and see the raffles, and let us know, please.
Of course, if I got the time, and I really hope I can meet you on that summit in Hilton Haikou Mainland.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. I can help you, can meet you in person. That'll be really nice.
Yeah, absolutely, Zoe. Likewise.
So thank you for taking your time again.
No, a pleasure. Thank you. I know your magazine. I know the publication extremely well. I was very excited for this opportunity to have our chance to be featured here, and I hope that people will enjoy the story and charming piece. Okay, so thank you for your support.
Thank you for taking your time. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, because I know you have a tight schedule.
No, it's okay. Very good. I made lots of time for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
you, Zoe. Okay, 周末愉快。
谢谢你，周末愉快。
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.